Okay, so we have a new Bleach Rebirth of Souls trailer, NELLIEL character trailer. We did not get a trailer last week. I wonder if it's because they knew she was about to appear in the 1,000-Year Blood War and wanted to wait for her hype to come up and then drop her game trailer. Let's see what's going on with NELLIEL. This is a Roncar arc version of her. So, I mean, I don't think she does anything new in the 1,000-Year Blood War if I remember correctly. I'm not sure. It's been a while since I read the manga, but let's check this out. 2 number 3 Espadas in the game, huh? I'm pretty sure, is Haribel stronger than her? I think she is, actually. Because she's like the old number 3. When Grimjow's on some other energy, he's like, just because you number 3 don't mean nothing. Like, numbers don't mean nothing anymore. This is tattoos. For all we know, this dude Grimjow's -4. This ain't about him right now, though. His trailer will come. These trailers are as short as ever. But look at the model, though. Wait. Okay, she gets that. Oh, boy. Her mobility is about to be a problem, I think. I'm actually more interested to see how her resurrection is going to work than her actual normals. I mean, you see, I'm trying to watch my words because I keep mixing up centaurs and minotaurs. I just don't know the difference. Call me a racist, I know. I keep mixing them up, alright? Is she, comment below, is she a centaur or a minotaur? I could probably look it up on Google right now, but I'm trying to get this over with, you know? I'm trying to react to this. I'm in the zone. I'm not trying to, like, break away from Bleach just to look up some half-man horse or some horseman or something, you know? But whatever she is what she is. That's what we know. I'm wondering if it's going to do anything for her mobility. Her sword is really large. I think it turns into a lance. I think that's the name of that blade. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. But she looks like the type of character that's going to be hard to fight head on. It's an extremely intimidating form to be up against, to be honest. That big ass thing. It just looks like something that you want to attack from the sides for some reason. The former Tres Espada, who went back to her previous form. She can let out all of her accumulated strength in a single burst. Everyone was surprised when she transformed for the first time on the show from her weakened form. Because her mask got split. I didn't even see, no. Became a better character in my opinion. It became a way better character, way more tolerable character. NELLIEL charges to the opponent, and if the thrust hits, the attack delivers into a continuous attack. Since an additional attack can be utilized by using the signature move gauge, it is advised to accumulate the gauge for an optimized attack. Okay. So basically raise your meter before you use this technique to get the most out of it. You don't have to, but if you want the most out of it, you're going to want to raise the gauge. And if it hits once, it turns into an assault of stabbing attacks, I guess. So it's not something that's just going to come out in a form of like multiple stabs. She needs to hit you once with it before she can even get the multiple stab attack out. A thrust, yeah. But it looked like she was slashing to me. Let me go back a little bit. That looked like a few slashes. It's an auto combo. Oh, they didn't say it was a continuous thrust. Alright, it's just a continuous attack. That's my bad for assuming that. Alright, so she stabs you and then bing, bing, bing. It doesn't look that crazy, to be honest. Just generic slashes again. A lot of characters, I guess they don't have a huge resume of techniques to draw from. Like Dragon Ball games, they just be drawing from even like normal punches and kicks that they do that aren't even special moves. As of lately, the video games have been turning them into attacks. Bleach, they sort of don't have to do that. If you have a sword, like what are you going to do with a sword, right? There's much thought to it, but a lot of characters just have generic slash attacks for specials, I notice. Cadena. Holding input increases the ability gauge. Alright, so she could power up. The accumulated gauge will be used when a spiritual pressure move is utilized, causing an additional attack. Can everyone else not power up their ability gauge? Is she the only one that could do that? Oh, that's I thought powering up was going to be a universal feature in this game. Cero Syncretico. I hope I said that right, alright? Summon Pesce and Don de Chaka to fire an oversized Cero. It has a particularly large range and high damage, but it takes time to fire. Alright, so it's like a little assist attack. You got these two little henchmen, her friends, alright? These gag characters. Not that they have gag abilities, but let's be honest. Yo, remember when Don the Choco pulled out that blade from his... Let me not even talk about that. So we got her two little friends combining their cereals together. That's pretty interesting. I remember them. I remember Don the Choco especially. There's this one gag when he was pulling something from his trousers, and it was just this black phallic object leaving his trousers on one episode. Yo, Bleach was really wildin', bro. Not even Naruto pulled something like that. I guess since he was a hollow, they could do that. He doesn't really look human, so they could pull that off. But that's one of my favorite gags. They were really bugging out. Alright, so I don't want to say it's full screen. They said it has a long range. But like I said, it's just a special. It is a Sarah, but it's just a special. You know, and he's being fired by those two. So I guess it makes sense. It's just a special. Usually when I hear about Ceros, I'm thinking about the most explosive beam, you know, I'm thinking about the most explosive beam imaginable, but I gotta remember that ordinary hollows can also do that too. So it ranges in terms of who's using it. Theirs have a unique color, so you'd expect it to be special. Pink and yellow instead of just a default red. Alright. Awakening. By NELLIEL releasing Gamusa with Resurrection. Her attack motion changes, making it easier to gain an advantage that utilizes long-range attacks from outside the opponent's attack range. I knew it. So you have to really be careful. Like, you can't even, like, bum rush her anymore in that form. Just by looking at the form, you could probably already tell that. Just look at her, like, you have to try to, like, either wait for an opening. She's not the longest character. She said she could get you, like, from outside of her attack range. But if you're playing someone like Gin, you're probably going to be fine. If I'm being honest, you're probably going to be fine. You know, if you use a Renji, you're going to want to use his Shikai. So you're probably going to be fine at that point. But not everyone is Gin, and not everyone is Renji. So how do you look at a hitbox on that? Oh my god. What are you going to do? It's an open area. It's an open stage. It's not an arena fighter, so you can't just, like, run around and shit. You're going to have to, like, try to sidestep or something. But her sides look like they're going to be open, but that's a big blade. I don't even know if her sides are open. You just have to wait until she's just open after an attack or something. There's going to be openings regardless, but it's just going to be a bit difficult to find is all. What I'm saying is that she's not invincible, obviously. Yo, I need a demo. I need a demo. She has one of her. They don't want to show us the ultimate. You saw she was firing her own shadow? They don't want to show us their ultimates. They just want to show us their awakenings. And I don't blame them, but man, I really want to see their ultimates. NELLIEL to, oh my god, I can't say that name. I'm not even going to try, to be honest. Nell to Odelschrank. That sounds almost German. Her last name sounds German. NELLIEL to Odelschrank. Schrank. High intercepting power due to long range abilities and a signature move that capitalizes on abilities. Like I said, if you're using Gin Ichimaru, you're going to be fine against her, but not everyone's going to want to use Gin, and that's where you're going to find trouble against her. Projectiles are probably going to be your best option if you're using someone like Ichigo. Getsuga. I'm not the type that enjoys spamming though, so even though if there's a way I could win by spamming, I'm probably not going to do that. That's the type of player I am, unless I'm fighting against a CPU. When I'm fighting against a CPU, I have no honor, but when I'm fighting against, like, actual humans, I just can't do it, you know? I just can't do it. It's just shitty. And I know I could probably win if I did do it. Other people will do it, but it's just, like, if I do spam, I sort of stop myself. And I've lost certain fights in certain games because of that. But, oh well, it is what it is. I just don't believe in spam. It's not real skill. So, but, I'll definitely give her a play. I'll check her out. I like her a lot more than Izuru. I'm not trying. I didn't want to body him when the last character trailer I did, but I just never, even when I was a kid, I just never liked him. Like, character designs can really do a lot for the character. He has a cool ability. It makes sense. But I just never liked his design. Therefore, I just never liked him. It is what it is. But I'm looking forward to Bleach Rebirth of Souls. They skipped last week, so I don't know. I think they skipped it because of her. She just appeared in the anime, so it was probably done on purpose. We might get a Grimjaw trailer next week then. Oh, it's time to eat almost. Alright, it's almost time to eat. Okay, that's what I'm really waiting for. Give me a Grimjaw trailer, and I'm gonna be a happy camper because this is going up to the Aranka arc. So Kenpachi ain't gonna do it for me right now. I'm sorry, but I need 1,000-year blood work, Kenpachi. Kenpachi ain't gonna do it right now. I need Grimjaw in the game. He's gonna be in the game most likely. There's 3 characters I'm really gonna main, I think. We didn't see White, actually. Alright, I'm thinking too much. We gotta wait, alright? So, Bleach Rebirth of Souls, let's get it.